Hey everyone, Leo Bond here. I'm back again today with another video review for the Best Buy Canada plug-in blog, and this time I'm taking a look at the 1/18th scale Traxxas LaTrax SST, which seems to me to be kind of halfway between a monster truck and a stock car. In any case, it's a cool little radio-controlled four-wheel drive vehicle that I've been testing a whole lot lately, and it's proving to be enormous fun. Now, sometime in the next few days, I'll also be reviewing the Traxxas LaTrax Teton, that's T-E-T-O-N, and whether or not I'm pronouncing it properly is anybody's guess. I'm really not too sure. Now, this one is also a monster truck, but this time it's got more the look of an SUV. It almost reminds me of a Bronco or something. And anyway, there are a lot of features that are common to both of these toys, so even though each is going to have its own video, I'll basically do them sort of in a comparative kind of way, but the footage for each video will be of the particular one that I'm reviewing that day, so in today's case, the SST. Among the common features here, aside from the fact that they're both 1/18th scale and therefore they match up quite well in any sort of head-to-head type contest, is the fact that both the SST and the Teton are capable of reaching speeds of up to 32 kilometers an hour, so that's 20 miles an hour, and they also feature the exact same 2.4 GHz Traxxas controller, which is a long-range transmitter that gives you excellent control over these vehicles. Both vehicles are powered by a 7.2 volt NIMH battery, which is meant to give them about 15 minutes of total running time, although I personally found that I only get about 10 or 12 minutes in each case. Now, by the way, both cars come with a 2 amp DC charger that plugs exclusively into a car cigarette lighter type of charger. So not the most convenient setup in the world, really. Now, I certainly would have liked to seen a standard wall adapter included with these cars myself, but at least the chargers that they do come with are fast chargers, and they really are pretty fast. It only took me a few minutes to get these things fully charged up and ready for action, so I do have to be pretty happy with that. Additionally, both cars feature full ball bearings as well as differentials with steel ring and pinion gears, so very high quality parts. And they've also got waterproof electronics, so you can drive them outside in the rain if you want to, or through puddles or whatever. Really very cool stuff. LaTrax calls it all-weather electronics, and they even back it up with the LaTrax lifetime electronics warranty. So really very reassuring there as well. And of course, both vehicles are pretty much ready to run right out of the package, so there's no assembly required or anything like that. It's just a matter of charging them up and heading outside. Alright, now let's just take a quick sort of close-up look at the SST here. And the first thing that I want to show is the outer shell, or the body of the vehicle, which is kept in place with 4 cotter pins, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Now I've already removed the ones in the back, and I just want to show how flexible this is. There's a lot of give to this, and this is great when you have an accident, a rollover, or you bump into something. It really protects the rest of the chassis, and this thing doesn't break very easily. You know, I've had a few accidents already, and it really holds together quite well. It also looks nice. It's got this gray, black, and red color scheme, so very, very nice. We'll just put that aside, and we'll take a look at the rest of the chassis. So as you can see, there's an excellent suspension system on this. It's got individually suspended tires. And of course, you've got a nice coil spring there and oil-filled shocks, which is something that you always like to see in a vehicle like this. In fact, this thing really rivals some of the much higher-end Traxxas toys. Now, the on-off switch is just right there, that little tiny dot. And the last thing that I want to show is the battery, and basically how that goes in. So it's already in, as you can see, and there's a cotter pin holding this little blue clip in place. And you just pop that out just like that, and then the battery will come out. And of course, it just plugs in right here just like that. There is one other thing I want to mention too. The engine, of course, is mounted just in here, and it is a four-wheel drive vehicle. In the final analysis, the LaTrax SST is a great little radio-controlled vehicle that's worthy of some pretty high praise. It's got speed relative to its size, it's got power, it's got traction thanks to those excellent tires with their deep treads, it's got stability with that great suspension system, and it's got a whole lot of toughness as well with that excellent flexible outer shell. It's also heaps of fun to play with. I know I enjoyed my time testing it, and I do recommend it to any RC car enthusiast, particularly if you're a fan of champion off-road racer Sheldon Creed, because, as I have yet to mention in this video, this specific SST model is the Sheldon Creed Edition. Now, if you're not sure who that is, you can easily learn all about him with just a quick Google search, and if you are a fan of Sheldon Creed, or you just like this type of toy in general, and as long as your size expectations aren't all out of whack, after all, this thing is nowhere near the size of something like the Traxxas Slash or the Summit, but if you're okay with a smaller Traxxas model, then you're really in for a treat with this one. And that's all I'm going to say about this fine little truck for now. If you liked this video and found it useful, please give it a like or a share. And don't forget, if you enjoy this type of content, as in toy and tech gadget reviews, then you're certainly welcome to subscribe to the channel, where you'll experience much more of the same sort of thing. In fact, at this very moment, I've got a huge stack of really cool toys on my desk, all just waiting their turn to be reviewed. So you don't want to miss out on that. Until next time, this is Leo Bond signing off and saying thanks everyone for watching, and have an excellent day.